very warm welcome to all of you, my friends, back to my next door diva. My today's very special diva is Ms Fatima Khanam. She indeed is a beautiful soul, a very loving partner, a very doting mother to her dear darling daughter. She has a lot of cultural bent because of music and dance is her soul. So to begin her introduction, she has been an acclaimed dancer, a Bollywood choreographer, from where she became a filmmaker, a fashion designer, a social worker, the founder of NAARI VO NGO, governing council of Xena World, and the editor of IWC Cosmopolitan Delhi. Currently, indeed, she is the president of Anti-Corruption Foundation of India. She has been awarded with the National Legendary Award 2019, National Achievers Award 2019, Aesthetic International Excellence Award for Global Leader of Dance, Fashion, Performing Arts, Social Work and Women Empowerment, Global Pride Award 2019, 51 Most Influential Women Award 2019 and Incredible Art and Literature Award 2019 again. A woman who strongly believes her roots, her family, her traditions and her values are the pillars of her life. Someone who celebrates religiously Ganesh Chaturthi, Dandiya, Guru Purav and Eid with the same zeal, love and respect. She has directed and choreographed Ram Leela this year at the Shehra function in her society and connected with so many people beautifully. She's a great example of a true Indian soul. So let's meet Fatima and know her story. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good. And today I'm here with a beautifully multifaceted personality. Her name is Fatima Khanam and I very much welcome her to my channel. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I love being here because she's herself a very pleasant personality and so charming. It's really great to be here.
Thank you so much. So Fatima has a very long list of introduction like we've shared, and we're going to go one by one how she became who all she is. Starting from her journey as a Bollywood choreographer to today being a social activist indeed, let's know how it has been with her and what all have been her experiences. So let's hear it from Fatima.
It all started, I would say, the passion in me about dancing was ever since maybe I was born. But eventually I was, performing at the age of 6. And by the time I passed out school, I had a lot of solo performing, shows happening and a lot of applause and trophies to be won. By the time I got out, I was like, no, this is what I really want to do because this is which is very, expressing. It is very connecting to the audiences whenever you're performing. It's a different thrill. So I was like, no, definitely I would want to be doing this. Though I was really laughed upon in sense like what kind of profession is this? You cannot be doing this, because it's not, at that time, people used to say it is not sustainable and what kind of profession is this? You gotta be a doctor. You cannot be, being a girl, you have to be a doctor. So, all that. So I was not the stereotype, so I broke all the, records that way. And I did go on to get in a lot of technical education about dancing, about different forms, because if you need to be a choreographer, you need to know all the aspects, different forms and how you can do a choreography mixing the different forms or maybe doing jugalbandi and different things which we can do.
So we would love to hear your specialty areas in dance, Fatima.
Well, I have gotten into doing a lot of forms. Primarily I do Kathak. I do Bharatanatyam. I've done workshops with Leela Sampson, the best in India. And I have done Chow. I have done jazz with Shamak for a year. And then I have done belly ballet with Fernando. Then I have done jive, salsa, merengue. These are different forms
of social
similar,
dance.
social dancing, ballroom dancing, couple dancing, waltz. So there were different forms which I could immaculate and make my own thing.
Amazing,
so
amazing.
That's how it's been.
How indeed the journey started, and how it took you to Bollywood.
Bollywood was my target anyway, because since the age of 6 I used to think I'm some this performing artist who will go on stage, go on screen to perform. But though I didn't perform on screen, but I created a lot of things which went on screen.
Wow.
So this is how it started, and I got in touch with Shamak. I've been with him for a year, and then later I was doing a little fun element in Bombay. I was doing some ads there, so that's how I met Farah, and then I did Mehuna with her, and then list went on. Because in the meantime, I had done a lot of Punjabi music videos, because that time that was the boom.
Absolutely.
Every singer you name in Punjab I have worked with.
Amazing.
Beer Honey Singh, Jazzy B, Sukhinder Shindaji, Ashok Masti, Mikka,
Incredible.
Everyone. I've worked with everybody.
Amazing.
Justice Sidhu, Jasbir Singh, everyone.
What all movies you've been part of?
I have been a part of Mehuna with Farah Khan, and then I have done one individual film called Pal Pal Dil Ke Saath Hai with Adit Jadela. And then I've done a lot of ads with, like Airtel ad with Saif and Kareena.
Oh.
I have done North India Mayur shows I used to do for Salman Khan.
Okay.
Because I was that time based in Delhi, so I would be doing everything North up.
Okay. It's a lot of good exposure, and you might have met so many people. How did you really find the industry?
See, I didn't really have to struggle that much, because I already had Farah Khan with me. So then obviously if you work with Farah Khan, people know that you are capable and you have that caliber. So that really worked for my advantage. I have even worked with Sudha Chandran, because I used to idolize her, because she's one
amazing lady
who has really inspired even more. Because when I saw her in Mayuri dancing, I was like, I want to meet her. And God did, got my wishes come true when I finally had the honor to direct her in one of the jingles we were doing, and she was there. And from her again I learned that no matter how big you become, if you have a guru on set, you have to take that one's blessing. Because she came up to me and she was touching my feet, and I was like, no man, you can't do that. It's the other way around. See, even talking right now,
I understand. Totally understand.
So I was like, no. She said, no. If I have a guru, even for a single day or an hour, you are my guru. So I cannot go and perform without taking the blessings of my guru.
Oh my God.
So that made me realize that no matter how big you become, you need to know your ground, your roots, and that is had stuck with me forever after that.
Being grounded is the message, guys. So Fatima, we would like to know that how life actually brought you to a different line altogether, and you got into filmmaking, and side by side you also started fashion designing.
See, it's all interconnected, if I would say, because when you are dancing, you're on stage, you need to have good costumes, and that time you cannot afford to put in so much of money just one time performance.
Right.
So that how to make the best out of a limited budget. That is when I was like, no, let's get into the technical aspect of it again. That if you know exactly how to go about it by the technical training. So I got into Pearl School of Design, and that's where I've done my fashion designing.
Oh, amazing!
And filmmaking was always the end road had to be that. So it got into people. I've worked with Farah in a lot of things, and I've also assisted a lot of people and worked with a lot of directors in different things, maybe jingle, maybe anything. Madhu Sarkar, she used to direct that time, Pradeep Sikka's sister. So we've done the India's biggest music video ever, because there were 80 lakhs spent on that video at that time, and that was the huge, magnificent set, which was 100 by 100. It was a jungle which we had constructed.
What an exposure.
Yeah. So, and with Pradeep also happened to see a lot of his work. So I used to quietly go on the set and see how he's doing things and the way he would, you know.
There's so much to learn from these people.
Yeah, and it's been just great journey since then, and to, you know, look into people's work, to rub shoulders with them, it has taught me a lot. I used to do the styling when we used to do music videos, that this is not working and that is not working.
Right.
The personality should be out.
Because because you've done so much work that you, by that time you might have been able to gauge that what's looking good, what's
good
not
on
looking
the
good.
actor or the performer, the singer, or the other artists who were there in the video.
Right.
And that was when I started NZN Designs with a very, very dear friend of mine, Honey God. So we have a unit set up in Mohali.
Okay.
So that's where we do our stuff from, and we're into linen of all kinds now.
Amazing. She doesn't even surprises me now. Now I know she's a multi-faceted personality. Fatima started NAARI VO NGO. Let's ask her what actually took her from the dancing side of her to the social activist side of her.
See, social activism was always there because I've learned this from my family itself, because I come from a family where we have a lot of women in our family.
Okay.
And everybody has been very strong. Be it my great grandmother, or my grandmother, or my my mother. We all have been self-built, like self-sustainable ladies. So that's how we learn. And I thought that it can happen within a family. It's not even like one community. We're talking just family. Why can't it happen amongst the other ladies as well?
Right.
So that's how it all started, because they used to also help a lot of women at different stages and capacity. In fact, at that time, my great grandmother had adopted a girl.
Oh my God.
Okay, and till date, she is our family. We give her that kind of respect. We love her like anything, and it's like a bond. It's not that she was somebody from outside. It feels like she is from within us. A lot of social work my mother used to do, actually. She's been doing a lot of work in Himachal.
Okay.
For the girl child, for the education, for the hygiene and everything. So primarily it came from there. I've been seeing it all my life.
Oh.
When you achieve a lot in life, what I think, when you've taken from society, you need to give it back. So we both felt that we both are on the same page, and this is what we both want to do.
Okay.
Like for our women,
so that's how you
friends.
feel.
Yeah. So that's how NAARI came up, and Raksha Gupta is the other half of NAARI DPO, and we got together and were like, come on, let's do something really good for the the women around us. So that was the idea. So it kind of clicked, and we got together, and then we started rolling. And since then, it's been 3 years that we've really worked hard to achieve what we have achieved. Whether it was NNN Designs or NAARI VO, I had best pillars with me. One was Honey and one was Raksha.
और शाहरुख खान्स डायलॉग ना, जब आप किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहते हैं तो पूरी कायनात उसे आपके पास लाने में मदद करती है. Building many more lives out there, beautifying those lives out there who require, who need that support. She's been there.
Reminding of Shah Rukh Khan, once he said that if you believe, things will happen. Because I've done an entire full-fledged film with him, and so in between the shots, and he loves to give gyan, and the gyan which he gives, I think it's really, really helpful in a lot of ways. At least it has been for me.
He's a big personality, and coming from him through her is a great message for us here. You also are connected to Xena World and IWC Cosmopolitan, Delhi, right?
Yeah.
So let's hear from her how she's connected to these very famous names.
See, Xena World is an organization of people who have achieved a lot in life. Like, you can call them A-listers or achievers. A lot of ambassadors, ex-ambassadors, and it's like they all have, one motive, that they all want to develop a circle where they can be more helpful to the society. which has been headed by Rajiva Anand. What should I say? He's the one who's actually weaved the idea of everybody being together, and he puts all of us together in one platform. IWC is INNOARI, which is a worldwide organization which is again working for women development and child development. So, I happen to be a part of Cosmopolitan Delhi. I'm the editor, because you have 6 positions and I already have too much on my plate. But the president is Mrs. Gulnar Mirza. She has lived her life, most of her life, for society. Like, she's done immense work socially and politically, because every month we do about 4 to 5 events. Related to women or food for hungry. There are different things which we provide. So these are different programs, and with elderly people, we go to old home age, where there are certain events we would like to go play games with them. And there's one with cancer patients. Like tomorrow itself, we have one event with cancer patients where we are giving them necessities, a supply.
So let's ask Fatima how she actually got into this role of the president of Anti-Corruption Foundation of India, Noida, UP.
See, because we've been working socially and actively, we've been working a lot by under the banner NAARI. And there were other, platforms where I have gone to, like She Collects is another platform, which is headed by Mrs. Anju Handa.
Okay.
And, likewise, there were different platforms when you go and you've been given awards. So a lot of times people do come forward. So the same way, this organization I happen to connect with, which is headed by Mr. Narendra Arora. So that is when they were wanting to have somebody from Noida, and they thought, since I'm very connected here, so why not you take the responsibility and you become the president. In fact, after this, I've also been called in from All India Council for Progressive Women, which is headed by Dr. Kamakshi. Okay. So I'm again the president for Noida. In fact, I had got an award from her for Leadership Summit, in May.
We're coming to that also. She has so many awards alongside.
So that is when, we had a talk and we got into the conclusion that I should be heading this. So we've already made a team of 21 very, empowering women who are a part of this organization. We've got life coaches, we've got business entrepreneurs, we have, holistic gurus, and a lot of school principals are a part of it. So in education wise also, in business wise also, and lawyers are also there. So we've made a team who are working in Noida for the betterment of women.
People from diversified cultures and careers are coming together to actually create a platform for those people who are needy and require.
And plus that, I think it's about time. The world is changing, the times are changing, and that is when you are getting so many people who are getting involved sincerely to work towards the betterment of society. Like, we've got organizations where people are working for no plastics.
Yes,
and a lot of plantation.
Right.
So this
Go green.
This has suddenly really come up, and people are now become, I would say the right word, they're more aware of what drastic
and supportive of this awareness. Even after getting aware, people do not respond that way.
Yeah.
Relatively now, people are responding because they have understood, how this vicious circle will come back to them tomorrow, to their kids and their further clans.
Yeah.
Coming to the most interesting part, how after being such a busy working woman, she really gets that kind of time for herself, her family, and to come from the very beginning, let's ask her how has been her love story, her journey with her husband Sameer.
I am a family person, and with Sameer it has been a beautiful journey, and it will be to be continued.
Of course.
As we were great friends, we have worked together, and maybe there was a time that I think you cannot do away with each other. So that's how it all started, I think. The difficult part definitely was to tell my parents, because we come from 2 different backgrounds.
Exactly.
2 different religion backgrounds.
Right.
But then I think at the end, what is more important is that your family actually wants to know whether you'll be happy. They give full blessings and they say, oh, go ahead, live your life. as in our Indian culture, the girl has to go to the other family, and she's living there. Even with similar backgrounds, things don't work out. So when it's different, completely different, then you do have that little thing in your heart that, oh my God, what's going to happen to my little one?
How long it's been that you're married now?
We've been married for 5 years, but we've known each other for more than 12 years.
Oh.
Like before marriage. So it's like a combination of 17 odd years. Yes. Okay. He's now Epic Channel's creative director.
Okay, that's great. How is it with Zoya? How do you get time? And when she came to your life, how was it all together?
I was working with her till my 8th month, because 9th month I could barely walk. So and then after that also, after 45 days of her, I was back to work. Okay. She used to go with me to the studios.
Oh.
She would love, so she loves the music. She loves the stage, and now
she has to.
If she sees the stage, she would ask me, can I go and dance there? Because she loves all that. But it's been
She's learned it already in the home.
Yes,
so
yes. She used to run around, and I used to tell her, baby, come out, we'll both run. We'll both enjoy, but not in my tummy.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
And she's been a very obedient child. Even then, she used to sit quietly in my corner and not really trouble me.
Oh, that's
even now also, I make it a point that before she comes back from school, I'm done with what I have to do. So that all my time is with her.
So this is Fatima's family love wall, or how do I define this?
It is definitely a nice word which you've given, a love wall, because it starts from this is my father's photograph when he was probably Zoya's age, little, and we were just around mom, and my dad just clicked a random picture. Oh. So it's got that you with your other two siblings. Yeah, this is when she was 45 days old.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is probably she's a month and a half here.
Oh, so cute.
This is again around that time, and this is a little bigger because she would sit, and she was with us in one of the restaurants, and she loves to have this strawberry shake. So I've got innumerable numbers of this kind of pose everywhere.
Here are the lovebirds.
Yeah.
This looks like a long back picture.
A long back picture. We weren't married that time.
Looks like that. Yeah. What's that she does when she needs a break? When she wants to de-stress herself? What is her me time? What are her favorite hobbies? And who is she altogether as an individual? Let's know.
I'm a very happy person. Okay, and I love to be happy all the time. In a sense, even if when I get up in the morning, I'm not the one who would check my phone first. I would probably go have a glass of water first, and then just breathe the air outside.
Right.
Do Om Vilom for like maybe 5 minutes or something. Because that's what really
sets
you in the routine. In the morning. And because my mornings are full with my daughter getting ready, and I have to drop her home and all that, because this entire story along it.
Right.
So I don't have that much of time or the leverage to go out and do my gym or anything of that sort. I can't. When I drop her, we pray in the car. Every day we pray in the car. So now she's got into the habit that the moment you sit, you have to start praying. So she prays for the entire family with names. My Nanu, Nani, Papa, Mama,
that's
Babu,
so cute.
everyone. In fact, she's included her friends. Then she's included our maids also.
Oh,
and
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean anyone who she has got attached to, the name is there. So the list is growing everywhere.
And at this age, she is
4.5.
Imagine. You have inculcated this beautiful habit.
Yeah.
So this is the real mom. When you ask her what are your hobbies, she lands up only talking about her daughter, which sounds so beautiful that you don't even want to interrupt in between. Now coming back to your hobbies, what are your hobbies?
See, my hobbies, I love to dance. I love to dance ever since. I mean, that is the first thing. I do my own workout at my own pace. Dance for me is always connecting with your inner self, your higher self. Other than that, I have a lovely bunch of friends whom I de-stress with. We sit, we laugh, and we talk whole, anything under the roof we can talk, and that's how, we have a good time. That even a good book for me is really de-stressing, I would read. I have lots of books I have lots of books. I do plantation in my society.
Oh,
so it
yes.
again gives a lot
Absolutely.
of happiness to you when you are doing that. When you are, it's again like you're giving birth.
Yeah, she throws beautiful pictures on her Facebook and I keep gawking and then wow, one day I'll be a part of it. This year has been really blissful if I actually look at the list of awards she's had, and so how exactly all this happened and how blissful did you feel about it,
Oh, it was really thrilling, right? Because I was not expecting it for the kind of work I'm doing it socially. I'm obviously thrilled and happy, on top of the world that it has been given to me, and I really, respect the fact that that organization chose me. In 2019, it was an honor given to me for being a global leader of dance, fashion, performing arts and social excellence. It was again given by the Aesthetic International Council for Progressive Women, which now I head in Noida. I am the president.
Wow.
This Asian Excellence Award, which was given to me by Anti-Corruption Foundation of India and Human Rights International Federation for the kind of work I have done in media and entertainment. The award given by Bhumi Foundation for NAARI Shakti Ko Pranam. This was the 51 most influential women. This was a Global Pride of Award. Again, it was given by Anti-Corruption Foundation of India. Here I have an incredible literature award, which was given to me by Art Devil Society. And then Global Pride of India award has been given to me by Anti-Corruption Foundation of India. That is where I was asked to be the president of, the Noida district. This award here, the legendary award, has been given to me by the Art Devil Society for the roar of Indian troops. This was again on the Kargil Divas, which was celebrated in India Islamic Center. Said Razia bhi hai, Durga bhi मैं जननी हूँ, मैं ही जीवन देती हूँ और वक्त आने पे जीवन ले भी सकती हूँ. So the power lies within you. It's yours. It's nobody else's.
Great. This was a beautiful line. Beautification is all we women need on the go every day. So to start our day with, to kickstart our day with, what is it Fatima uses definitely daily as her, important beauty product? Let's ask her.
Since we live in a tropical area, like India comes under that, we need to protect ourselves from the harsh rays of rays of sun. So you need to apply a sunscreen. So I go with this sunscreen by VLCC, which has really done wonders. I mean, it doesn't make my skin crack or dry or anything.
Okay.
It makes it supple and it protects it heavily, because I would get freckles and all that and tan and all that, but it doesn't happen with this. So I use this.
Very nice.
First thing.
It's what SPF is this?
35.
Very nice. I'll share the link in the description box for everybody.
And nothing is beautiful than having beautiful eyes. So just coil your eyes with one kajal. I use Biotique.
Okay.
And it really lifts up your eyes, and it becomes very lighted, I would say.
Right. Great.
And of course, to go with, you need to have a shocking color the way I'm wearing it right now, because it just makes you look happy,
Yeah.
And anyone who looks at you also feels really relieved.
Bright and vibrant.
Yeah, and you should always kickstart your day with bright colors, bright lipstick.
Absolutely.
And it's a tip, if you're feeling down and low, trust me, just apply a bold lipstick.
You'll
love
feel
it.
wow.
You will love it.
Absolutely well said. Great. So I'm going to share these products in the description box if any one of you wants to try. And thank you so much for sharing this.
Most welcome. I really loved, I really had a good time with her. I think this was also a de-stressing thing for me, because I really enjoyed it.
before we end this, I would love to ask Fatima, what is your message to our women watching this show? Let's hear from her.
Every woman should empower the other women. You are not a competition with them. Trust me, you are not. You can really come up well if you hold the hands together.
Absolutely.
And bring each other up.
Very well said.
And that's how you will be reaching the biggest heights of your life,
Totally.
of your career,
Well
or anything.
Very well said. This is like a wow ending. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Thank you so much. You know, the best part is that we share the passion called dance. I believe unsaid it connects us.
Yes,
you know?
it does.
Thank you so much for giving your precious time, and it's been an amazing feeling, you know, sitting next to you, talking to you, and there's a great vibe I share. So
thank you so much. No, you're most welcome. Honor has been mine. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Hey friends, hope you all liked this video. I'll be soon back with many more videos on my next door diva. Do keep watching, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks till we meet next time again.